Hey, hey, hey. I'm so glad that you are here. I hope that you are in good spirits. I hope that your mind is clear. I hope that you are ready to receive. And I hope that your day continues to go well. In this episode, I want to talk about losing friends, when friends fall off, when the relationship is different. And you're now in a space of loneliness and you don't know what to do. So I think that for some of us, we have experienced the close connection to a sad individual in which we have called our close friend. And by the nature of how things move exclusively, we found ourselves in a space where we can no longer share as close friends. And that event can be very troubling for people where they have spent hours and, days with this close person to now nothing. And I want you to know that as we move and live into this life of ours, that people are not guaranteed a permanent seat in our life. They're just not. That's the reality of it. And it could just be that we are taking different pathways and there is no way that we're able to ride in the same vehicle and go the same way. It's just not possible, because if you think about this for a moment, okay, close your eyes, y'all. Think about this for a moment, traveling in the same vehicle for years, right? And going in the same destination, the same path for years. But at some point, there has to be a drop off, because if we are steadily going in the same direction, somebody is not going to be fulfilled in one aspect of their life because they're following that move of that person, or they're going into a direction that doesn't really fulfill their obligations and their newfound self. Now, if there was a break in a friendship due to a disagreement or argument where boundaries were crossed, you still are going to feel a sense of loss, because essentially that person that was close to you is, like in a sense losing a person in death. You will have a period of, grief and bereavement for the loss of that person no longer residing in your life the way that they did before, but also you'll get over it. And I know it sounds like so blunt, but it is the truth. You'll get over it. We have to understand, again, like I said, when I said before, we're not traveling in a place where we are permanently put and fixated in someone's life. We have to go a different direction, and we have to move at a different space and place that is good for our own good. And to add on to that, sometimes, the break in a friendship really encompasses a better you. I mean, how many of you have been close to someone and then, it's the break? You're no longer friends, or not as close as friends, but opportunities and things started to envelop for yourself. And, you may have moved on and found another friend who have shown you things that this other friend didn't show you. I want to go back to that real quick, because listen, my thoughts be just running with me. I also want to add this, that every person that we meet, every friendship that we have, every connection that we are attuned to is showing us things about ourselves and about life in general. It is different circumstances that we will be a part of, and it's also lessons in the connection with people. So while this friendship was a seasonal one that gave you happiness, gratification, and encompassed a lot, you're now going to have to move into another season at your alone time, because there's an alone space where you get to reflect and also sit with yourself for a moment. And I think that's where people feel a little uncomfortable about, because now they're sitting into a space where it's no longer that person, but now it's them. And they have to kind of figure out who they are, where they are, and what do you do with this. Just know that you're going to be okay. And to remember that even if you're in this space right now, it's not going to be like this forever. And the break in that time in which you are connected really is drawing you closer to yourself. And so I really hope that this space in which you are in, if this is what you're feeling with maybe a feeling of loneliness, that this was clarity for you. And if you've, been in that situation and you feel this, listen, you know what I mean. It's, some of our connections are not permanent, and that's okay. It's a learning lesson, and it's a step forward. And, this is life. Take a breath. I really hope that this was really something good for the soul. I hope that, this felt great for you. I hope that this resided in your heart and that you took this all in. Most importantly, I'm glad that you're here. You're listening in and you're feeling the vibes. And, that's it for me right now. But I hope that you come along the next time and get into the next episode. All right.